Thank you so much for joining us on Boom TV today. We've got a wonderful show for you today. Singer-songwriter Daniel Conley is here. He's a master songwriter and puts passion into every single note. We're going to hear a great set of music from him today, and my friend Alan Monash is going to sit down and have a wonderful conversation with him as well, right here next on Boom TV. Stay with us.
Riverine cities, loading docks and cobblestones. Suit dudes, street food, sign says payday loans. Red brick buildings, those guardians of civic pride. All this for us on our American ride. White stone, Yellowstone, white prairies and big skies. Small town Main Street, sweet hellos and sad goodbyes. High breeze in the tall trees, teardrops on the great divide. All this for us on our American ride. American ride, American ride, American ride, all is for us. American ride, American ride, all this for us on our American ride. Ugly big trucks choking up the interstates, rolling vineyards through the Finger Lakes. Smokies, Rockies, let's go see what's on the other side. All this for us on our American ride. East Coast, low tide, mud flats, clam squirt. West Coast, high tide, surfer hits the big hurt. And them Gulf Coast chimpers, man, they get no sleep. It's a matter of pride. All this for us on our American ride. American ride, American ride, American ride, all is for us. American ride, American ride, all this for us on our American ride. She and I in love and on the road. Was I ever that young and free? 'Cause in my mind I find sometimes I'm still on that road. But she never says goodbye to me. Kick-ass brass band, second line New Orleans. Kansas City, Negro League, field of dreams. A kid filled schoolyard, church steps, and a beautiful bride. All this for us on our American ride. American ride, American ride, American ride. All is for us. American ride, American ride. All this for us on our American ride. It was a cold night in a warm cafe where we stopped in to have a drink and talk. Small stage and the girl stepped up to play, and when she sang I thought I heard time stop. No numbers counting losses and gains, no swift hands racing round a great dial. Released from our problems and pains, we were timeless for a little while. We were timeless for a little while. Her gift brought something old and new, unburdened life to an unbeating heart. And I thought of all that I'd gone through, falling in love, falling apart. No numbers counting losses and gains, no swift hands racing round a great dial. Released from our problems and pains, we were timeless for a little while. We were timeless for a little while. Love won't be taken or told, might be shy, could be bold, hot or cold, tame or wild, it stays in style. It might take a love song to keep your love strong, but we can survive any trial for a little while. The old thief snuck in and he stole the night. We closed that joint when it was time to go. Heard her voice echoed in the soft street light, and it sounded like the falling snow. No numbers counting losses and gains, no swift hands racing round a great dial. Released from our problems and pains, we were timeless for a little while. We were timeless for a little while, a little while.
Hi, welcome to Boom TV. We're here with Daniel Conley. Those songs are beautiful. Those songs are beautiful, meaningful, deep, and the emotion is so well put over.
Thank you.
You told this is a good time. You told me you quoted to me from Wynton Marsalis just now.
Right.
Tell me what you were talking about.
Yeah, I think it was about 20 years ago that I saw him on an interview, and he said something that just struck at the heart of what it is that we do, I think, as musicians in general. And he said you should never play a note that you don't feel, whether you're practicing scales, whether you're playing the same song for the 1000th time. And that sort of became, for me, kind of an axiom of if whatever I'm doing, rehearsing or performing or recording, just to keep uppermost in mind that music is, in fact, a language of emotion. And whether everybody needs that admonishment or that advice, I don't know, but it certainly struck with me at the time, and it is something that I take with me when I perform. Yeah.
You do. Let's talk about songwriting for a minute. How long have you been writing songs?
About 45 years, 42, 45 years.
That's
yeah.
a couple.
Yeah. Well, you know, I grew up in the generation of being influenced by Bob Dylan and the band, those, and I also I loved literature, and I pretty quickly realized that the form that worked best for me as a creative person was the song. Dylan showed that you could write literate pieces of pop music, rock music, and I gravitated toward that because A, I was a musician, I was musical, and B, I think just I don't have the kind of mind that could organize a short story, let alone a novel.
Well, it organizes a song really well.
Thank
I'll tell
you.
you that. Those are well written,
Thanks.
and focused, and really gorgeous and luscious.
Thank you.
What's your songwriting process like?
It's always the same. It's always the same. Whether I'm strumming a guitar or I'm playing on piano, rarely do I ever attempt to write a song. Really what happens to me is I just get too excited about something. So I may be practicing and then I'm getting so excited I need to write a song. Or I'll hear a song that I love and I get agitated. At any rate, so I'll be sitting at the piano usually, sometimes at the guitar. And I have a chord progression and this emotion comes out of me in the form of a melody. And pretty quickly the melody develops. I may have to work with it later, but pretty quickly the melody comes along. And almost every time a line will come into my head that will be the title of the song. And if it's not the title, it's the character. It's telling me who the character is, or it's telling me what the song is about. So it's such, and every time it happens, and I've written hundreds and hundreds of songs, it's the most exciting thing in the world. So, you know, I just feel like every time it happens, it just feels like, how did I get so lucky? You know, that this can happen. I love it.
Well, there's a luck part with inspiration like that, but these songs are also worked. I hear language in these.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
The lyrics are so literate.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you know, I've learned, I was lazy when I first started writing songs. You know, you start writing songs, you go, oh, wow, look what I can do. Well, but you could do it a lot better, too. So with lyrics, it can take literally, one of the songs that I performed today, I Know What Love Is, it took 3 or 4 years before I could finish that.
Wow,
that song. Now, that's unusual, but the lyrics do require a huge amount of work, even though the original ones will come pretty quickly. But to get it, you know, where it's saying what it wants to say, that's a big job. Yeah.
Big job that you do really well.
Thank you.
And now back to the music.
I've been rained on, and I've been the rain, lifted up by love, and by love left blue. And I've been medicine to ease another's pain, so I've been told, and it may be true. But I'm no hero now, nor was I in my prime. On that long crawl down love's twisted avenue, I'm still taking orders from this disordered heart of mine. I just do what I'm told to do. I know what love is. I know what love is. I know the deal, I know the drill. How love can heal, how love can kill. And I know what love is. I know what love is. I've been spying on me. I've been recording what I see, and I see what love is. I've been the shattered glass, and I've thrown the stone. Lost in love's silence and lost in love's song too. With a lover I was complete, with another I was alone. Every time I fell in love, felt brand new. But now the world has turned me out, and time has turned me old. What a funny thing for them to do. My story may never be heard, but it will be told. It's right here in this song for you, 'cause I know what love is. Yes, I know what love is. I know the drill, I know the deal. How love can kill, how love can heal, and I know what love is. I know what love is. I've been spying on me. I've been recording what I see, and I see what love is. And I know what love is. As they parade me through the town, just another love-drunk, naked clown, being shown what love is. I took this hole that I got, I tied it up in a knot, then I painted it red, I tucked it under my bed. Next day I took it to school, they laughed at me, they was cruel. That's when I went looking for my hideaway. That's when I went looking for my hideaway. I took my thought to be pawn shop owner, saw it, he yawned. I said, what's wrong with my thought? He said, a lot more than a lot. I said, it'll sell, there's no doubt. He said, it won't, now get out. That's when I went looking for my hideaway. That's when I went looking for my hideaway. You ever seen them seagulls go crazy when a tuna sandwich hits the beach? Well, something like them seagulls are some people so hungry, so needy, so greedy, they don't even want a thing unless it's out of reach. Forbidden things are such fun. They sit and they shine in the sun. They get you licking your lips. I like my tuna with chips. And then my loved one's all mad at me, so sorry and sad. Sorry and sad. That's when I go looking for my hideaway. I go looking for my hideaway. When I dunk my wine to the dregs, I like to walk on two legs, on down at 12th Street and Vine. I'll take the cure and good time, 'cause Joe comes along with his bus. He's a curmudgeonly cuss, but he takes me He takes me to my hideaway. Joe takes me to my hideaway. To my hideaway. Joe, take me to my hideaway. Woo. Oh, I go to Joe 'cause Joe knows the way. I go to Joe 'cause Joe knows the way to my hideaway. My hideaway. My hideaway. My hideaway. My hideaway.
More beautiful music from Daniel Conley. I wanted to ask you about where your songwriting has taken you. What have you been up to in your music life?
Well, when I was young, I moved to New York and had bands and that sort of thing, and never signed a record deal. Nothing really happened. I mean, I could tell you all the close calls and that sort of thing, but that would be boring. And then I had a career in working in schools as a school counselor, and I had a family, and I got pulled in more towards the family. I started writing songs for my kids. Then I started performing. Then I sold songs to BMG, and at the time, the Olsen twins had a show on TV, Full House. I wrote some songs for them, which made my 5-year-old son think of me as a rock star, so in my own home. And then I went back into, I never stopped writing, because I always had to write. But I went back into writing adult stuff, and I would make recordings, but I couldn't devote the time and energy to it that I wanted to. I retired from that career 4 years ago, and since then have been writing and recording continually.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Usually this gets asked the other way, but what are the similarities between writing for children and writing for adults?
Well, I'll tell you, here's what happened for me. I think my writing before I wrote for children was not the best writing I can do. When I started writing for children, when you're writing for children, then you have a puppet. You're not writing a confessional song about you. If I write a song called I Hate It When You Get Mad at Me, or if I write a song called I Think I'll Take It With Me, about not wanting to, let go of your trend, then I could be writing straight from my own experience. But I got this little puppet there who's a kid in the song. Yeah. So, if I'm singing, I'm performing to kids and I'm singing, I hate it when you get, and the kids are going, mad at me. Well, so that taught me, I think it gave me a purer road to my, to my heart. And then after that, I realized I had to do the same thing in adult songs. Find a way to get the emotional truth. Yeah.
Again, you get that emotional truth across so well.
Thanks.
Can you talk about the individual songs a little bit? As you were performing them, do you have some thoughts about the ones you were doing?
Well, I opened with American Ride, and essentially it's, in some ways, it's a list song. I mean, it's a variation, say, of a list song, which is uncommon for me. And it's an interesting song to me because it's not typical of what I write. It's a trip around America. And it comes straight from all my experiences of travel over the years, and all of the beautiful things about our country, and the towns, the cities, the mountains, the rivers, the oceans. And I became obsessed with getting that song right. It's the song that I have that's the most difficult to remember the lyrics, because it's not a straight narrative to it. But mostly I write, the character who comes into my head oftentimes is an exaggerated version of me, or a what-if version of me, a counter-life version of me that I'll find in a certain situation, and then it just becomes very, very interesting to me. So I want to hear this person's story. I'm sure I'm not the first songwriter or the first writer in general who experiences it as it's a story that wants to be told, and your job is to tell it. And when I'm writing a song, I feel a burden of responsibility. Always. I always worry that I won't get the story. The two things I feel are incredibly excited and motivated, but also very worried that I won't be up to the task of doing this the justice that it deserves, the character, the situation, and the need to have language that is alive.
That particular character shows very much in what you're doing. That's precisely the stuff that's so well put out, so well focused, and so well laid out in these songs.
The two love songs that I sang are songs about a 30-year relationship, which there are not a lot of songs about. Didn't want them to be, once I realized that that's what I was writing, I didn't want them to be sentimental, and they weren't, I mean, overly sentimental. I didn't want them to be that simple. I wanted to find the work that I saw that I needed to do in those songs was deliver the complexity of a 30-year relationship where you're still together, still committed, but nobody gets there in 30 years without, you know, being fully human and flawed and all that stuff. And so I'm proud of those songs because I don't think there are a lot of songs about, it's a lot easier to write about falling in love or breaking up, but to write about that kind of relationship I thought was a real challenge, and so it was very interesting to me to do that.
Now back to more beautiful music from Daniel Conley.
By my side, you sleep. Your eyes are rolling through dreams so deep. I lay my arm across your waist. I lean down and kiss your pretty sleeping face. But you're alone now, so am I. You're far away, so am I. We're each on our own side of love's borderline. Our little world, this tribe of two, who could ever do you and me like me and you? At our worst, we think we're cursed. But at our best, we look around and we see how we're blessed. But you're alone now, so am I. You're far away and so am I. We're each on our own side of love's borderline. May you wake to me, my love, come the morning light, come the morning light, and may I wake to you, my love, on the morning light, on the morning light. All of the wrongs you let go by, it's always me making you cry. I'm sorry, love, and I hope you can let me shine a kinder light and be a better friend, and let me try one more time to see if I can finally find my way across love's borderline. Let me try one more time, see if can finally find my way across love's borderline. Thank you. Clear, clear and bright was the light on the day you came my way. Heidi, I have a photograph and safe and warm. Far from any storm, we tucked ourselves away, Heidi, to live and love and laugh. But then, Heidi, you hid, you disappeared. Oh, that's what you did. Heidi, you're all gone. You run away, that's what you done. Oh, Heidi, that's what you've done. Alone, all alone, an empty house is not a home, and I never had the chance, Heidi, to furnish it with you. Please, Heidi, please, I'm on my hands and I'm on my knees, and I'm looking all around, but I have not found one single clue as to what, Heidi, you hid. You disappeared, that's what you did. Heidi, you're all gone. You run away, that's what you've done. Oh, Heidi, that's what you've done. Heidi, that's what you've done.
All right. We've talked about writing. Let's talk about performing a little. Tell us a little about your performing life.
I don't do a lot of performing. I like to perform, but I'm doing a lot of recording right now. Yeah, I don't want to travel. I don't want to work that hard at getting gigs. I'll play at small places. I live in Albany, so I'll play little places there occasionally, or a little bit bigger. I enjoy performing. The problem is I'm such an obsessive writer. I have a catalog that I really want to record. It takes an enormous amount of time, to do that. So, but I do love to perform.
But you're putting your emphasis on writing because you want to capture your catalog.
Yeah, and I don't put the energy into trying to get gigs, that it would take, because I don't function that well in that role.
In the modern world, we can do recording is an art in itself.
It is.
And the things we can produce are so. They help our presentation of whatever the underlying material is.
Or they heard it.
Or they, if done poorly, they heard it.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you
and
found good places to record?
Yeah, I found terrific people to work with.
Can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, I've worked with Adam Claremont at Over It in Albany, and right now I'm working with Chris Carey in Saratoga. I'm doing different projects with each of them. They're both great musicians. They're excellent engineers, and I've been recording for the last few years, and I feel like the recordings are getting better and better. So they're more reflective of the way I want the song to sound. Some of the stuff I did 4 years ago, I've re-recorded a couple of them because I just wanted to make sure that they had a life where I was comfortable with the way they came across.
What's the arrangement and instrumentation like on these recordings?
Well, with what I'm doing with Chris right now, that we're doing a record together. It'll probably be done in maybe 3 or 4 months. I'm giving him a lot. I'm letting him produce it. I have such a respect for his ability to apply a musical vision that I think is appropriate for my songs. So I'm letting him make a lot of the decisions, and he's multi-instrumental. He's very connected. He has all kinds of people that he can bring in. So I've let go of a little control there, and I'm happy with the way it's going. I'm very excited about it, actually. Yeah.
When you find somebody you can trust
Yeah.
to present your stuff well. Let's take a look at your album. We just want to, since we have albums here, let's just take a look at one.
This one is Myth of Me, actually. That Myth of Me is a song on it. Can't see the other songs on it. But there are a lot of really nice songs on it.
Good.
Yeah. A lot of the ones I sang today
That's good.
are on here. Yeah, and in this record comes with a booklet of my lyrics.
Oh, cool.
And some original artwork. So
Oh, lovely.
it's just full of stuff.
I want to quickly talk about art. You apparently have an art life also.
Yeah, when I retired from my career, I took up art on with an iPad app. I had read that David Hockney had been doing iPad stuff, so I thought I'll give it a try. Not that I'd ever done art, but it quickly became pretty obsessive, similar to music. So I'm a victim now to 2 art forms. Yeah.
That's it. There's worse things to do.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy to spend a few hours a day on art and several hours a day on music, and yeah, it's a good place to be.
Sounds like a good life to me.
It is. I have 2 things that the songwriting is never boring, and so yeah, as I said earlier, that's why I just feel so lucky to be able to do something that in my imagination keeps it alive and active and challenged.
Well, we feel lucky also. We feel lucky to have had you here today.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we're enjoying it as it goes along. And let's get back to some Daniel Conley music.
Yep.
Running from a busted love, and so were you. On the day we came into each other's view, and by some random act of magic found ourselves falling in love. And that was the beginning of all that occurred. The melodies made, the maladies cured, and the sickness of the soul giving way to the touch of a soulful friend. Sometimes I close my eyes, I see things that might have been. Sometimes I see your face, and I fall in love again. When the one you're loving, you've shed your billionth breath. There's no way to explain it, it's like birth, death, celebration, sickness, sorrow, pleasure, trading places with pain. And everybody's got reasons they could second guess. Maybe you're gonna make it big and you just make a big mess, or try to fix something you broke, but you don't know where to begin. Maybe I've made more than one mess, broken more than one thing. But sometimes I see your face and I fall in love again. Every couple could write a dark couplet. Every marriage is various lives. As for you and me, maybe I think you'd agree. Baby, we put some battles into the annals of husbands and wives. Well, I don't want to add to the confusion that already exists. I want to make an explanation that you can't resist. But love is a conundrum, and defining it is an ancient game. And time has got to be the greatest mystery. That they even found a name for it amazes me. But only love and time together could have carried me here to where I am. Standing here with this suitcase in my hand, and I see your face, and I fall in love again. Sometimes I see your face, and I fall in love again. I see your face. 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 Sometimes I see your face and I fall in love again. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. You must have changed in a million ways, but wherever we go, there's something that stays essential and true, perfectly you. And in the eye of my memory is the you that I always see. Wherever you live, whoever you're with, there will always be a piece of you that's a part of me. We were so young, I was so confused. No head in my hat, no feet in my shoes. But that's no excuse for any abuse of your dignity, your innocent love for me. Wherever you've gone, whatever you've done, that's a part of me. Oh, oh. All the life that went on behind those eyes, if I could see it all now, would I be surprised? 'Cause I never let it shine through, so I never really knew you. But there's a part of me begs to disagree. Wherever you are, how near or how far, there will always be a piece of you that's a part of me. Wherever you live, whoever you're with, there will always be a piece of you that's a part of me. Whoa, whoa.
That was more beautiful music from Daniel Conley.
Thank you.
Well, I need to ask you, where would we find your music on the web?
Well, I have a website. The trick to me is spelling my last name, C-O-N-L-E-Y, Daniel. So I'm on, I have the website, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. And I think if you watch the credits at the end
We'll
of the
have
show,
this
if I'm
in the
not
credits at
mistaken,
the
that,
end, yeah.
that stuff will all be shown.
Sure.
But I do want to say thank you very much for having me today. It was really a terrific opportunity to share my work.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your beautiful music. This has been Daniel Conley. And now I want to thank you so much for coming. And I want to talk just for a moment about Boom. Boom TV is a function of Boom, the Berkshire Organization for Original Music. And we've got a website at boom413.com that you can go to find out about us. As Daniel said, in the credits, you'll find pointers to his music and pointers to what you've heard today. And all I need to say is thank you, audience, for joining us today. We appreciate it.
It's a sunny day, the Lord's out walking with Satan by his side. Devil is clever and he knows how to poke old Yahweh's pride. Who soon begins to brag about a trial he's gonna put his servant through. Job takes a blow, Job takes another, faith shaking blows. Will he ever recover? By the river my brothers sing, by the river my sisters sing. By the river they sing about love coming to you. Love is coming. Oh, love is coming. Love is coming. It's coming to you. Love is coming. Love is coming. Love is coming, baby. What you gonna do? Evil Iago comes creeping across the stage. He spins the moor into a great black tornado of rage. There's the moaning general, why you doing me like you do? Only love maketh a man kill his own wife. Only love maketh a man take his own life. By the river my brothers sang, By the river my sisters sing. By the river they sing about love coming to you. Love is coming. Love is coming. Love is coming to you. Love is coming. Yeah, love is coming. Love is coming. Oh, what you gonna do? By the river my brothers sing. By the river my sisters sing. By the river they sing about love coming at you. Our love is coming. Love is coming. Love is coming to you. Love is coming. Yeah, love is coming. Love is coming, baby. What you